know you're somewhere.
Hi Sag, welcome to my channel. My name is Kem. Today's Sag, you guys got Grasshopper Spirit Take a Leap of Faith number 30. It's either like someone wants to take a leap of faith towards this masculine, or this masculine wants to take a leap of faith towards a feminine. We have the King of Wands here, and then we have the man with the Ace of Cups. It's interesting because like I get that if it I don't know if it's the masculine or feminine trying to take the leap. I think it's the masculine. But if this person were to take the leap, like the fear of taking the leap is there. That's one. The fear of like even doing this in the first place is there. And the other thing I'm getting is like, for some reason, I think this would bring a storm. It's kind of like, you know, Eeyore in Winnie the Pooh, like he carries a rain cloud over his head all the fucking time. Like that's what I'm getting. Like this person, they come if they were to come in, they bring the rain with them. That's what I'm getting. I don't know. I'm getting like, maybe that's because it's a shock or it's like a surprise that this person comes in, but that's what I'm getting. It's like the fear behind this move is big, but what they actually bring with them, it's like they're bringing fear into it as well. Like you think like they're going to take the leap and they're going to be super like fresh and spontaneous and adventurous and just be like, yeah, I'm going to do it, fuck it. No, it's like they're bringing baggage. That's what I'm getting. They're bringing something with them. Like there's something they're bringing with them. That's what I'm getting. I want to pull more. Alright, before I clarify, I'm getting this message of like someone fronting, and I think it's this masculine. I think that's why the rain cloud is over their head. It's like they're sitting in King of Wands energy, so I feel like this is Sag. I feel like Sag is the masculine energy here. And they're sitting in the storm, they're sitting in the rain cloud. It's kind of like you can just move yourself out of the rain cloud, but they carry it with them. And I think they're carrying it with them because it's kind of like this regret, this denial, this fear. Like they're carrying all this shit with them. Do you know what I'm saying? Like this baggage. And I feel like fronting, like serious fronting. Like, nah, I'm good. I don't need this person. Like, I don't need this person in my life. Like, what's this person going to do for me? I'm totally fine. Like, I'm good with being single. I'm good with this and that. Like, but it's all fake. Like, it's not real. Like, you see how do I know it's not real? Because we have desire in reverse with the Queen of Water. So it's kind of like, this is what they're telling themselves. Like, I don't need this person. I don't want this person. At the end of the day, though, they look at this as a missed opportunity. They look at this as like, fuck, I should have done something, or I could have done something, or the opportunity was right there in front of me, but I didn't do anything. Do you know what I'm saying? And I kind of wish I could do something about it, with the Ace of Wands clarifying the Ace of Pentacles. So that's the vibe I'm getting here. And then the Two of Cups is here. So it's kind of like, yeah, you can talk shit in your head, but you can't escape the fact that like this was a soulmate, this was a very close bond, and on top of that, like, that you actually give a fuck. Like, I feel like this person cares. They're coming up with the Ace of Cups. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's cup energy, cup union at the end. But this person, in their mind, it's like, no, I don't care. I don't want to care. Like, they're just so. But like, what good is it to front? Like, what good is it to deny your feelings? What good is it to sit in regret? That's why the cloud is just following this person around, because they're just sitting there like, so, you know, I don't need that. I could do better. I don't care about this person. This person doesn't mean anything to me. I could find someone just like them. You know, it's not that deep. And they're just lying. Like, it's not true at all. It's not true at all. So that's what I'm getting with this masculine. That's the baggage. That's the cloud over their head. That's the thing that they're carrying with them. The fact that they say how much they don't care, but I feel like they really do. They could be connecting to someone with Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio in their chart with the Queen of Water. Let's pull more, but that's the vibe. So yeah, you see this masculine, right? there's some sort of leveling up. I see the potential to level up, to be honest. The potential's there. So it's kind of like the divine, the potential is there for this person, but like I can't say if they're gonna do it. You see, to take a leap is like this person, if they were actually gonna do something about this, then that's what would happen. Like, but the potential is there, but are they gonna actually do it? They are progressing though. We have the 7 of Cups, then the 8 of Cups. The numbers are like progressing. Do you know what I'm saying? We go from 7 to 8. Okay, so I do see like this person managing some like little tiny bit, like they're inching forward. They are inching forward. You might think like it's not a lot. I kind of feel like it's not enough at this point, but like they are moving forward. This person works very slowly. That's what I'm gonna get. Like this denial phase and this like I don't give a fuck and whatever, this could have lasted a very long time. Like I don't know how long it lasted, but like the denial is there. You know, it's like it was there for sure. And then you see them here kind of like wanting to manifest something. And that's why I feel like they will be led back to this feminine, because what they're trying to manifest, I feel, they like, again, like they want to manifest someone that they had already a relationship with or that they have in mind, but that's the person that they're fronting with. You know what I'm saying? So like that's the person that they're saying like, I don't want, I don't need, I'm good. Like that person is the person that they're manifesting. So it's like, I don't want this person, but that's exactly who I'm manifesting. Like someone who has the same exact qualities. That's what's kind of sad here, because I keep getting that in my head. It's like I can meet someone just like them, or I can meet someone better than them. Do you know what I'm saying? But like whatever they're manifesting, it's like this person is the blueprint too. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like, oh well, what do I want them to be like? Well, I kind of want them to be like this person in that aspect, and I kind of want them to be like this person in that aspect too, and I kind of want them to be like this person in that. So it's kind of just kind of dumb at the same time, because like what they manifest in their mind, what they dream of in their mind, is someone very similar to this person. So that's why the fronting doesn't make any sense. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like it's stupid in a sense, but whatever. I think like as soon as they open themselves up to what they want, like as soon as they put the energy out there and they start seriously manifesting, they go down again. Because again, it's like, what are you manifesting? You're manifesting someone that you rejected, or you're manifesting someone that you have a lot of regret over. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like, as soon as I step into the energy of manifestation, I get the 5 of Pentacles and the 3 of Swords. It's like, I think this person realizes like, okay, like what I've been manifesting was this person, the person that I rejected, the person that I denied feelings for, the person that I said I could do better. Do you know what I'm saying? So like this puts this person, you can't manifest when you're in this state either. With a 3 of Swords and a 5 of Coins, like you can't manifest in this energy at all. But I think that they realize this and they're able to heal from it pretty quickly. Like they're not going to get stuck here. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to get stuck here, but they are going to realize that like, because of their own stubbornness, because of their own like brutality, like there's a lot in this person's like reptilian mind. You know what I'm saying? Like that, well, I'm good on my own, I can find someone better. Like this is all ego, and this is all like dumb at the end of the day. And I think that that's what they realized. Like this could have been something that worked out. Like again, I'm manifesting somebody I had, or I'm manifesting somebody that I rejected. Like kind of dumb. And then I feel like the feminine has known the shit all along. Like the crone is here with the 2 of Cups. It's like, yeah, I knew we were soulmates this whole time. But the crone isn't acting on anything. That's what's funny here. So as this masculine is going through their emotions and the feelings and shit, this feminine is sitting here very grounded and very stable. Like the feminine, I feel like the feminine is not doing shit. The feminine recognizes who this person is in their life and was and will always be. But that's what I'm saying. It's like this person is rejecting what this was, and while someone like accepted it, the other person rejected it. Do you know what I'm saying? And that, I mean, obviously you can't lead to a union when 2 people are on totally different, you know, energies. So it's interesting that the union card is at the end, because it's like, I mean, I don't know if the possibility of union is still possible, but I see the feminine has always understood this connection, but and maybe not has always, but they at this point in time do recognize it. I kind of feel like they've recognized it first, but the masculine was here. you can't do something with someone who's like, you know, rejecting it or regretting, you know, like saying, no, I don't need it. Like, you can't do anything with that person. So I'm sure, I mean, I think the feminine is much more spiritually aware. She's coming up as the crone. She could be older, this feminine, but it's just interesting because I think the feminine is sitting in an energy of like, yeah, this masculine's coming up as an emperor, but this feminine's coming up as a crone. And that means like in terms of like spirituality and in terms of experience and in terms of like, you know, what is actually what, this person knew all along. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's funny like how someone here, like they're just getting to know maybe the fact that like that this person, you know, was my soulmate, or this person was a soulmate of mine, and you know, I rejected them and now I'm manifesting them. It's kind of confusing to me. Like, this person goes in circles. This person understands it right away. Or they've come to that realization a long time ago. They've been sitting in this crone-like energy, very spiritually aware, very spiritually awake. Like, this isn't somebody who doesn't know what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh yeah, this person hurt me, but you know, like this person's aware of karmics. This person's aware of the roles that we play in like awakening another person, and like this person understands all those things. Like this feminine, that's very aware, but they're not doing anything in terms of the connection. They're just sitting there in abundance. You see, they're manifesting maybe even themselves, but they're sitting there very abundant. So I don't know why the union card's at the end, because it's like, I don't know. I do see that like the masculine is kind of understanding things more now, but like, does that leave room for this to come back together? I feel like they know each other, so back together, I don't know. It's like someone is finally coming into their own awareness of like how they feel, but I still see, for some reason, two very different levels of human, of consciousness. Like this emperor, even though they might be an emperor, I don't think this person's very spiritual. I don't think this person like understands the same things that this feminine does. So I don't know. I've never seen so many major arcana come out like back to back to back to back. Okay, so that's kind of telling me that there's a lot of divine timing at play, because like, look at this fucking spread. I'm sorry, it's crazy. Like the strength is a major arcana, the death is a major arcana, high priestess, the devil, the hermit. These are all major arcana. Like these are big moves. You know what I'm saying? Like these are not like joke cards. And the fact that they all came up with the union kind of tells me that like this feminine, again, what the feminine knows is like, yes, they're soulmates. And yes, like how many readings do we get that people are soulmates? Yeah. But there is like something bigger at play here. Something much bigger at play. And I think a lot of it has to do with the awakeness or the wokeness or whatever the frick it's called, like of this masculine, and maybe of the feminine as well. Like I think this connection has made two people very aware of who they are and of their own spirituality, of their own like awakeness, basically. I don't even think that's a word, but yeah, like there's a lot at play here with this union. And I think coming together, there's a lot of things at play as well. Like it's not, I don't think this love was ever easy. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes, you know, you just see people like they get together, they get married, that's it. They have kids, that's it. This will never be that. This will never be that. If you're looking for like an easy love, an easy like relationship, this will never be that. Maybe one day it will, but like that's only if this union comes to place, it's because a lot of cards had to, you know how like things are happening behind the scenes, like so much shit had to happen behind the scenes for this to happen, if these two were to come back together. Because it's not only the awakening of the masculine, I feel like it could have even been the awakening of the feminine. So when two people in a connection are getting like awoke in that type of way, it's like a lot of time, you know what I mean? It's not something that like happened overnight. This is something that took a long time. We have Virgo, we have Capricorn, we have Pisces, we have Scorpio, and we have Leo. We also have Aries here, we have Gemini and Virgo. I kind of like that the High Priestess sits in the middle of it all though. I feel like this could be like the two legs of the journey, or like one side is masculine and one side is feminine. is with the strength and the death in reverse. I kind of feel like this is the masculine. It's like in order to move to the next level, this masculine has to have a rebirth. The masculine has to have an ending to go forward into a new beginning. And with the strength card, it's like this masculine doesn't want to put any strength into that rebirth. They don't want, and that's what the storm is that's carrying over their heads. Like I don't want to think about it. I don't want to have, you know, like that rebirth. I'm not like, again, they had to have that rebirth to be able to move forward. And then with the feminine, I feel like the feminine might have honestly experienced like this problem where they might not have like been able to, you know, when we get into like tarot and we kind of get into our spirituality and like we kind of lose touch with the 3D, and like we're supposed to a certain extent, but I feel like the feminine, on the other hand, it's like the feminine dove so far into the rebirth. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting like two extremes. It's like someone here is resisting the rebirth and someone here has been in this rebirth energy, and now it's kind of time to go back into the 3D, and someone doesn't really want to. That's what I'm getting. Like, as the masculine kind of rejects the spiritual quest, the spiritual journey, the feminine like has a hard time leaving it. You know, the feminine has a hard time like going back to the 3D. So I feel like two extremes happened. So it's like since the parting of like these two, they took two totally different approaches. You know what I mean? Like the masculine went into like maybe this left direction, the feminine went into this right direction. And that's what I'm saying. Like even though this masculine could be an emperor, I still feel like they're very far apart from one another. Like the feminine is sitting in the crone energy, high priestess energy, not really wanting to leave the comforts of that journey. And then the masculine's like not wanting to start it. So I think some sort of balance needs to, before like the, if union were to take place, there has to be a meeting in the middle. So it's like the feminine has to come back down to earth, and the masculine has to try to evolve and have the rebirth that they're supposed to have had. That's the only way like I see this union coming into place. Like the feminine kind of being like, okay, and that's why I feel like the 6 of coins is here. Exactly. Like there has to be a balance, kind of like a temperance, like a balancing needs to happen between these two. Like the masculine needs to accept how they feel. The masculine needs to step into an energy of like, okay, I'm ready for the rebirth. And the feminine has to put themselves back into the 3D, if that makes any sense. So like when the balancing happens, I feel like that's when, so it's like the feminine's all the way over here and the masculine's all the way over here. Like we have to meet somewhere in the middle. Like the feminine has to come back down to earth and the masculine has to go towards the spiritual journey. Do you know what I'm saying? If the masculine never attempts to go towards the feminine, it won't happen. And it's like, I don't think the feminine has to go towards the masculine. I think the feminine just has to kind of put themselves back into the 3D a little bit, which is hard. I don't think they want to. I think the feminine could stay in hermit mode forever. To be honest, like I feel like the feminine likes this world. You know what I mean? Like they enjoy not the 3D. They enjoy like the work they've done. They appreciate it. There's like, why even go back, you know? And the masculine's like, I'm too afraid to move forward. So again, the only way I can see a union happening is like if the two meet in the middle in some sort of way. So yeah, let's pull some advice. Because I don't know if I should pull if like union's going to exist, because again, it takes a lot on both parts. I think it's going to take, let's see if the feminine, like if the masculine's going to make it there. It's kind of weird how like your energies are attached to one another. Like I'm pulling for the masculine, I get feminine energy. I pull for the feminine, I get masculine energy. That kind of tells me that like you're both like pulling, it's like a string I'm getting. Like you can't see the string, but like as you pull left, they move, and as you pull right, they move. Like, and as they move, you move. Like you're moving in a weird way with this person. Like you guys are doing some dance that I can't really understand. But your energies are tied together still, even if you don't believe that. But I do feel like the feminine has to come back down to earth. See, it's like what happens, the feminine comes back down to earth, like out of like this sword energy maybe and into the earth. And the masculine, I feel like they need to go through the rebirth. So it's kind of like the same thing that I said. I think your energies are more intertwined than you think. So you guys have stagnation and safety. I feel like that's what's keeping you guys where you are. Like, they feel they're stagnant. Like, I feel like this is the masculine stagnant. Like, they're not willing to go through the rebirth they need to go to. And the feminine has so much safety in, like, their, you know, where they are now in this crone energy, that it's like, why leave it? You know, it's like, I found a place here. I found a home here. Why leave it? And I honestly, I'll be honest, how can, like, the masculine get to the feminine if the masculine is so far from the feminine in terms of, like, where they are, maybe mentally, emotionally, you know, like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, if the masculine is stuck here, right, in this denial and this regret and doesn't want to advance forward, and then the feminine, it's like the feminine's at the top of the mountain. How is the masculine? The masculine has to choose to climb the mountain. If the masculine does not want to climb the mountain, then they're never going to get to the feminine. And I think, like, the feminine, yeah, they'll come down maybe a couple steps from the mountain, but why would the feminine leave the mountain? Do you know what I'm saying? And I get that. So it's like, even if the feminine was to go halfway down the mountain, the masculine still has to climb up half of that fucking mountain. And I don't know if this masculine's going to do that. Like, I don't know. It's like the masculine, they think that, like, again, they still maybe even in that energy of, like, I can meet someone just like this feminine. Do you know what I'm saying? And if they finally if they're either here or here, I feel like they're kind of here in the middle of it, where it's like they're trying to manifest someone who's exactly like the person that they want, that they had. So it's kind of stupid. And it's like, well, maybe I do have to go through this rebirth. Maybe I do have to go through this major, like, you know, shedding of a skin to get anywhere. And I think that it's just interesting because it's like, they say that the masculine puts out the energy and the feminine receives it. So it's like, I think the feminine would be willing to receive, like, this masculine's energy, but the masculine has to meet them halfway. It can't be like, you know, the feminine's going to go all the way down the mountain to meet the masculine. Like, what's the point of that? No, the masculine has to put some effort and move forward up the mountain. So I am kind of getting that, like, the feminine's here in safety and sanctuary, and unless the feminine feels like there's a need to come down halfway, there will not be. The feminine's not going to come down halfway. That's like with everything. Like, maybe this masculine's waiting for the feminine to text this feminine. Like, maybe the masculine's waiting for a text. It's like, why? Maybe the feminine has already reached out many times, you know. Maybe the feminine has already done what they feel like is sufficient, and it's like up to the masculine now. So I really feel like it's the masculine who has to start taking some steps forward. It's like, what's the point? Like, again, even if the feminine was to go halfway down, if the masculine didn't go halfway up, then they're not going to meet. And that's how I feel like this union is. Like, it's kind of like there's a string that the two are kind of tied to, and it's like when one moves, the other moves. If one doesn't move, the other won't move. But it's not, I don't feel like it's up to the feminine to initiate. I really don't. Because that's, the feminine energy is supposed to receive, not like initiate. Then we have Parvati, the goddess of devotion. I'm a love that doesn't leave. When I commit to love, my soul evolves. Yeah, see, like, I don't think this masculine's not in love with this feminine. I just think that they haven't made their mind up about commitment and, like, what they need to be doing, they're not doing. Do you know what I'm saying? And if they were to do it, it would take work, and they haven't decided if they're going to put that work in. Like, they have not decided to climb the mountain. So it's kind of funny because, again, the feminine's, like, waiting up at the top of the mountain. The masculine hasn't decided to climb up. So that's where the stagnation comes from. But the stagnation is for this masculine. The feminine is, like, blossoming in the sanctuary that they have made. They're chilling. So yeah, that's what I'm getting for this read. Go back to the masculine in this. I mean, it would require a leap of faith, but again, it's up to the masculine. Anyway, I love you. I hope this helps, and I'll see you next time. Bye.